Hey everyone, welcome to Scrap Mechanic. This is one of my favorite games. It's kind of fun. I like to chat with you guys. So today's episode, I'm going to show you the basics of how to build a car, use thrusters and suspension and all that stuff. I just want to apologize for 7 days without episode 4 with no audio. I fixed this episode, I believe. Hopefully, as I'm recording right now, it's not going to be all messed up. Alright, let me restart. So, first up to the Scrap Mechanic. And it'll be a good day. So here's your lift. You don't need a lift for anything to be considered a vehicle to actually do its thing. First, you're going to start off with maybe like a 4 wide little car, alright? Then you're going to take a little seat, you can see here, put it on your little car. Then you'll lift it, right click on the lift, and put it back on the lift so the lift will be centered. That's centered. And then, this is without suspension, this is just the turning. So basically, you're going to need a bearing. Bearings turn in this game. That's all they do is that they turn. Sounds simple, but they're the most complex object in the game, I believe. Then, so that way, those two things can turn. What you're going to want to do is wire the two turning bearings to the actual driver's seat. I don't know why, but these are always flipped. So once you got your turning bearings, you're going to put bearings on this one right here, the block, and put wheels on it. So that way, when you turn it, the wheels will turn, and the wheels will spin that way. These ones are also backwards usually. But first, I think I need an engine. Engines power the bearings, that's all they do, except for these. You don't need to power those bearings, there's no need. You do, power those up the engine. You always want to turn the engine with the driver's seat, so that way the engine just doesn't go by itself. In fact, you don't need the bearings, you just need to make it symmetrical. You only need the front to turn like a real car. Now once you put the wheels on that, the vehicle is pretty much done as soon as you wire these bearings to that, and then you need to turn up the engine a little bit, and bada bing bada boom. You got yourself a working little car. It kind of sucks, because it's the absolute most basic car you can make. People have nothing cool like suspension. You can't get to point A to point B much easier, except if you're going up hills. Yeah, you do better off walking. Let's take this to someplace flat. So, it's very unstable. Why? It doesn't have suspension. Nor is it like completely symmetrical. Back's heavier. Because the engine is fairly heavy. This game is actually really fun though. It's I think like 20 months on Steam. It provides much fun. I really enjoy it. I thought it'd be cool to share it with you guys. Then once you fall off your vehicle, left click it, place it right back down, and boom, you're off again. Right now I'm just playing with the mic, and game audio is both on right now. Because on 7 days without episode 4, they were both completely off, and I was really sad. Because I did not want to provide you guys with no audio. That kind of ruins half the experience. Because I know you people like to sit on the toilet and just listen to people talk. We all do it. No one else does it besides me? Well, they know my dark secrets. Not that bad of a thing. Okay, let's make a different block. Concrete blocks are a little bit heavier. Let's make it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A little bit wider but shorter. We'll put the driver's seat up a little bit further. That way the engine can be back here with some space, I think. Yeah, that looks nice. Then, same thing as always. You always put the two bearings in the front. And this Really, I think I'll actually do the crawfish steering where you have bearings in the back and front, but they turn opposite directions. That way you have a turn. What I do is just simply put, you can't not put suspension directly on the bearings, you put a block and block, block, and block. I will use the off-road bearing for now. Off-road suspension, not bearings, my bad. So once you move that, you have suspension. Then, all the blue bearings, turning bearings, to the driver's seat, that's what the steering. Pretty easy to get first. The front ones are always flipped. Remember that. They're always flipped. You connect the engine to that as always. Then, once you have the bearings, you cannot connect the bearings directly to the suspension as always, so you must put a block below it, and then you put the wheel bearings. That way the wheels turn. Because the wheels... I use big wheels for this one. That's fine. Okay, fine. Not a word. I'm sorry. Do that. You should be able to connect that, that, and that. All of those. These left side usually backwards. So I'm gonna say. And bang, you got suspension on the car. It'll handle much nicer, I think. It might be much easier. Back up, bang. You guys see that? I think this is a little bit back heavy still, so I think I'm gonna lighten up the suspension up here, so that way it just stays forward easier. Oh god. You always gotta remove the lift before you go. Get picky about that. This is the crawfish string. You can see the two wheels are turning the opposite directions, that way you have a sharper turn. It's usually used for bigger vehicles, but I just wanted to demonstrate it. It's kind of... I don't like crawfish, but for bigger fields, for bigger vehicles, it's good. But not fun. Let me show you a good example of crawfish steering of some previous things I built. Like, this has crawfish steering, I believe. It should. Since it's a huge vehicle, the wheels turn. See, since it's such a big vehicle, it turns easy instead of just having the front wheels turn. Yeah, that's what the tape I was looking for. That's like something with a bigger vehicle for crawfish steering. Okay, on to thrusters. Thrusters are fun. There's two different engines. You can figure out which one you like better. I like gas engines. I'm experimenting with it. But I will someday, I think. Alright, let's make a little 8-wide vehicle. That sounds fun. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, that's a little bit of a bigger vehicle. And we'll put it right in the middle. But this is another way to get more power. Just put an engine on the front, and this makes it symmetrical also. That way. So you're eventually just going to hook up the back two wheels to this, to the back engine, and then the front two wheels to the... Alright, I think I'm going to use sport suspension, which is shorter suspension. I think it's lighter, like, I think it's more stiff. The front's up here. It's not that big of a vehicle, so I'm not going to use crawfish, I don't think. Okay. Blocks. Little suspensions. So if you're wondering where I'm going with this, I'm just going to show you how to use thrusters real quick. once you get your little vehicle. Just to make it, wait, I think I'd like the back sagging a little bit. I think it's kind of funky. Could be cool. Just experimentation. Put your big wheels or small wheels, whatever one you like better. I like big wheels. Big wheels better, right? So now you have those. You have the front tube to the steering wheel as always. It's always like that. They always flip. No one knows why. They just do it. Front two wheels to the engines. That's 3 for now. And the left side is always backwards. Like if you can see, the wheels are going to spin that way, but you want them to spin that way to go forward. So you flip that. Okay. So now, you've got a nicely functioning vehicle. It's a sport suspension, but hey, it's not very fast, is it? You can change that with just turning up the engines. Get a faster vehicle. Or, you're back on a lift. Get some thrusters. Another huge part of Scrap Mechanic. So all you need to do is put them on. I'll just put one for now. And you want to connect it to, you don't have to, activating and not activating, you want to get a button. You want to take it, thruster, the button, and the button to the driver's seat, so that way you can control the button through the driver's seat. You know, turn that up real good. That'd be fast. Now, the rocket itself can propel it, which I find very cool. Plus engine. Oh. Oh god. I'm kissing. Alright. Retry. That's a good thing about having a switch, that way you don't have to reverse. Because if you have the engine on it, the thruster on it all the time, it's much faster. All you do is put on one thruster. And make it a lot easier. This is what starts thinking about the planes and stuff. Oh, there goes that forever. Oh, it's still here. It's still here. That's good. Don't know why the suspension sounds like it's freaking out. But that's the basics of Scrap Mechanic. That's about it. This is a really cool of like flying. I did not build this. Oh god. And then, gosh dang it. Forget it. That's okay. Let's see advantage left to lift to lift you up on top of big vehicles like this. It's not really a vehicle, plane, but or rocket, whatever you want to call it. There, crack that open. Okay, found it. Oh man. Tilts it, I believe. So that gets you flying up. Right? Alright. That is kind of awesome, actually. I love it. That's something pretty advanced someone built. I did not build that. Because that's super complicated. So that guy put several hours of work in. Also, a good example of rockets. This is is one of the more complex buildings I made, thanks for the controls and stuff I never fixed everything. And that's definitely just cool. Alright. I'll talk to you guys next episode. Hope dislike if you disliked it. Later.